Hello and welcome to Fred Film. Today we're discussing what we want to see in the upcoming Batman solo film. Here with me is Todd James.
Hello.
And I'm James Forbes.
Hello, James Forbes.
Okay, so we know very little about this film so far. All that we know is Ben Affleck is attached as Batman, I hope. And the director, maybe Ben Affleck. Has that been confirmed? I'm not sure. Probably by the time this video's out, it may have been confirmed, or whoever the director is. So let's begin. Yeah,
May I?
go for it.
I want to see fear. I want to see Batman be scary. We got a little bit of that in Batman v Superman when there's like the group of people downstairs in like a cage, and then you see him in like a clock tower. Am I remembering this scene right? When he's first introduced, and you see him like crawling along the ceiling, and they're like, "There's a monster up there."
Yeah. That was really weird. Yeah.
It was weird, but it was one of the better moments of that film, and that he is, fear is one of his weapons. Yeah. Like, in the animated series, did it really well. That a lot of the time, you only see like him as an outline, or like a silhouette, and I think it'd be really good to get, especially in the darker tone of the DC films. What lends itself better to that than Batman? Nothing. Have him scare people. Have him scare audiences. Yeah. Have him be a monster, the Batman.
Yeah. I did like the kind of. I guess that was his introduction as Batman in the film.
I think it is the first time you see him.
And he's kind of just this weird creature thing. Yeah. And if you're not looking too carefully, it's just like a blur. It's just this grey-black blur that kind of, crawls out. It's very creepy, for them to do it into the solo film, I think that'd be awesome. For those who have played Batman, any of the Batman Arkham games, I feel as though they do that pretty well. Yeah. That it's a strategy to... You could kill every single person, incapacitate every person, or you could scare a few of them so they make stupid mistakes and they start panicking. Yeah. Perhaps if we got a chance to see some of that, how he gets into the head of some of these criminals that he's taken out.
I mean, Batman Begins did it a bit with the whole fear toxin thing, but that was a bit more about
they did have the kind of... Because he becomes a myth, doesn't he? Yeah. And, no one calls him Batman, and he's like, oh, have you seen this bat that's going around hurting people? We had the scene where they're at the docks and stuff like that.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Which is all pretty cool, yeah. If they could, recapture that, get us to be scared of him, I would. I think that's a really good point, yeah. Something I want to add, it's probably a bigger thing. And I'll try my best not to be negative.
Okay.
I'll try my hardest. I want a decent explanation as to why Batman, or at least this version of Batman now kills.
Right. And brands
people, yeah. If they the branding, it is kind of cool. The idea that I've branded you, so this is worse than death because everyone knows I only brand the worst type of criminals. Right. So as soon as you go to prison, everyone's going to beat you up. And I think that's pretty cool. I feel like it may have been a bit more cool if he didn't also kill other people. If you see what I'm saying. Yeah. If he didn't kill other people, only branded the worst. So he has the moral that he doesn't kill people, but he will brand you. So it's a mark for death, basically, not by his own hands. But it would be interesting to see, was there a turning point? And I hope dearly that there was. Has he always just been a killer, basically? Has he always been fine with killing, understanding that, sometimes people die, sometimes I have to kill people to save other people? And how getting that kind of idea of, is this the Batman that kills and that's why he's different from Superman? Or was there a turning point that, in a lot of the comic stories and stories of Batman, that he's always fearful that if he kills one person, then that's it? And have we reached that point? And
well, I mean, Watchmen handled this well when you see a flashback of Rorschach the first time he killed a guy, and then he became this disillusioned, horrific, murderous guy. And if we had a similar to that,
I love that line with Rorschach. It's like, I'm not trapped inside here with you.
Yeah.
You're trapped here with me.
Yeah. Something I want to see. I want to see him do some detective work. This is a big one.
There was a small amount in Batman v Superman, actually. Kind of. Although, if you look at it any further, it was actually pointless.
Right.
The scene where he's getting some footage off the CCTV. It's not necessarily detective work. It's more spy work.
Yeah.
But it was still another element we haven't seen in any others.
Yeah. I just mean the kind of the thing that the much loved Nolan trilogy didn't. The one area they kind of fell down on.
Yeah.
Was that there wasn't. He was. He's the world's greatest detective, the most intelligent man in the world, sort of thing. Let's see some of that. In fact, make the Batman film, as we're all calling it, even though we don't know what it's going to be called.
Yeah.
Make it like a crime thriller. Like, make him be unraveling this huge plot.
Yeah.
Is it Court of Owls, the one where he's like tracking down this cult sort of thing?
Yeah.
Like that would be like an adaptation of that, or even if that was one section of it.
Yeah.
Have it set in multiple time periods, and have that linked in with him deciding that he's going to kill people, and then just have him do some detective stuff. Ben Affleck can definitely pull that off.
Yeah, he
for sure.
Yeah. I'm not saying that Christian Bale couldn't. But...
No. Oh, I meant as a director.
Oh,
sorry,
right,
actually, I should say, because he's done a bunch of his films that are to do with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It would be cool to see him detecting. It would be cool as well to see the gadgets. If he's got specific gadgets used to speed up the process of detecting.
Yeah. The Batcave. Let's see what a billionaire bachelor can do. Like, what cool stuff does he have? Everyone loves gadgets.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
No, I can't really segue off that. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do you want me to go again?
No. Not. I've got a point.
There's no smooth transition, right?
Speaking of birds. I guess that's as close I'm gonna get.
Right.
Robin.
Right. My next one was I was gonna say the Bat Family.
Yeah.
So this is clearly a popular one.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I know there is this kind of counter argument of you can never have Batman have Robin in a live action grittier version because it's basically a child killing people. Like it's not cool. It's not cool at all. It's not acceptable. But, however, that doesn't stop you from aging them up. I know the Batman and Robin films are universally panned.
True.
But can we please have another shot, please, with Ben Affleck at the helm, and get a cool Robin, perhaps someone who doesn't even want to be known as Robin. We know there's Robinses in this universe, and that there has at least been one who is either alive or dead, probably dead.
Yeah, it's been hinted with the suit in that he looks at. Yeah.
Can we please get a Robin who is side by side with Batman, who's as talented as him with the martial arts and such, but perhaps not so much with the detective stuff? I think that would be ideal.
Yeah, I mean, if they have to do it one way, I know that this will kind of break from comic book lore, but have it as, is it Damian Wayne, who is the son he has with Talia al Ghul?
Yeah.
And then there is at least kind of a reason why he is like a murderous ninja.
Yeah.
And in the Nolan universe, you couldn't really have, oh yeah, I've been raising him to be a ninja from birth. He climbed a mountain age 2.
Yeah,
Whereas
I
in
do
this
wonder.
Universe, it's a little bit more believable.
I do wonder if Christopher Nolan had that planned, because there is a intimate sex scene between Christian Bale and
not intimate,
maybe not intimate, but
it certainly happens.
Yeah, they do the deeds. Yeah, and I was wondering, was he planning possibly for 4, 5, and 6 to eventually see that come into fruition? That she dies in the most epic way, Talia al Ghul in. And as you've famously coined, perhaps that she died, not really, and then comes back and has a child, and But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent again. But Robin would be great.
It doesn't even have to be Robin, like Batgirl, Nightwing, any of it.
Yeah,
Azrael, maybe not Azrael, but yeah, there's so much, and just even if you have to like amalgamate a few characters to make one character. We've seen that before in comic book films, like people will be okay with that.
Mm.
Well, maybe some people won't, but you know,
if they did do a Robin, you know, they called him Tim Drake, but he had a lot of the qualities of Dick Grayson as well.
Yeah.
You had another point?
Well, you took my last one.
Oh, sorry. Overall, you know, I want to see some explanations. All right, I want
this
some
is
damn
one of the
answers.
times when a film that comes later can possibly retroactively help out a film that came earlier.
Yeah, totally.
You fill in some of the blanks.
If they're able to do some of these kind of bigger lines, it'll be interesting to see what is going to happen with Suicide Squad, and if that links, you know, if there hints towards the Batman solo film, because we know Batman's going to be in this.
Yeah.
That'd be quite interesting. Another thing I do want to find out is now that Batman kills and he's cracked to a certain point, what prevents him from
going full?
If he's killing, you know, your standard
robber, faceless
henchman.
Robber.
Right. He's killing, you know, just normal guys. When it's the worst of the worst, such as the Joker and a few others who are in the Suicide Squad, what is preventing him from killing them?
Why doesn't he just go straight to Arkham one night, and go around each cell, take them out one by one?
I mean, he's shown
actually Arkham's an asylum, so that's maybe. But it's criminally insane, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But what? You know, again, another answer. What has stopped him from killing others, and what has caused him to kill some? Where's that decision come from? I think that's a great opportunity for whichever director does do the film, for them to do some great storytelling there and to get really into the crux of what makes Batman and how he can turn in under certain circumstances. Yeah, for sure. Break the man.
Yeah,
must break the bat. Is that a line? Did I make that up?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think that's a line.
Something that we did get to see, and I definitely want more of it. I want a few really good Batman action sequences.
Oh yes,
because the warehouse scene, as I think it's kind of come to be called, that is great. Yeah, nobody's going to argue that.
Yeah, the Batmobile is great. The Batwing is great. Alfred is great. There's a lot of potential.
So many elements. How can this go wrong? Famous last words.
If they can get all of this into collaboration, and if I want at least 4.
Just have it open. Scenes. Have it open with a continuous take action scene where he just
takes out a room.
Yeah, that's what. That's what you need.
And as well, which we rarely get to see. I want to see a Batman and Robin fighting together in a real cool kind of. What's the director? Mark Miller. Whoever made that name up. The one who did Kingsman.
Matthew Vaughn.
Matthew Vaughn, yeah, and the kind of Matthew Vaughn style of
energetic, frenetic.
Yeah. I would love to see that. That's a lot of stuff we'd want to see.
Yeah,
no pressure, guys.
For a film that doesn't have a release date and might not happen. But I think what we sort of overall are saying is, let's do Batman. I'm ready for more Batman.
Definitely.
Like we might have taken some knocks, but still.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well then, do let us know what you want to see in the upcoming Batman solo film. Do share your comments below. I've been James Forbes.
And I've been Todd James.
Bye.
Oh no, it's raining. Oh no, my powers.
My fire, please. And the Captain America's are like, hold it. Hold it.
Only a super powerful character wearing the Infinity Gauntlet would come and say, oh, it's Adam Warlock.